बात करनी है.
करो बात करो.
You are live. You wanted to talk. Now you said.
Talk to
Our
family member?
No. Our representative in Indore.
Where is the representative?
I am not your family member.
He's not your family member. He is asking.
I am a
But where is
representative.
he?
Arey, he can hear you, yeah.
Yaar, he can't be Mr. Indiana. He can only hear me.
Arey, he
I
will
need
show
to see him.
Why?
No, I'll tell you why.
Arey, that's
Family
delayed
member
now.
Rahul.
You asked. That's 2-minute delay.
No, he's my family member, but then
Why?
he has to.
But he's not.
He is.
How?
He is a member of this family and is also a member of that family.
Achha.
You remember all families?
Yeah.
Very smart.
He's a founder member of all the families.
Smart.
He's the admin of all the family group chats. But where is he? Rahul,
Hotel Surya.
what is this, yaar? Where are you?
What is this, yaar? We are missing you here in the studio.
No, but where are you?
अभी आ जाऊं.
No,
उठ
but
के
where
आना
are you,
पड़ेगा.
yaar? Why are you at a police station?
देखो अब फ्लाइट से आना.
Oh, this is not a
Train
police
से मत
station.
आना,
I am not a rich guy like you who can travel on those what expensive cars and bikes. So I have to take an auto.
But my only question is.
But take the auto, na? Why are you just showing? Showing off. Take an auto.
Every day we speak to him. Why are you walking?
I am in an auto. You can't see I am in an auto.
What we see here is
Arey, this is legendary stuff, yaar. You know, there was a model, an actress, I think. I don't know. I was looking at the Instagram
Hotel
yesterday.
Surya.
So she posted saying that, oh, I'm in Delhi, must take an auto. And she was getting clicked. So Rahul is in Indore.
I'm sure
He is a celeb. And tomorrow morning, in the local papers, they'll have pictures of Rahul splashed all over. Mr. Rahul. Traveling in an auto.
So is it absolutely you guys
I-
talk about India's situation tomorrow that we've not even started talking about?
No, but generally, when do we come straight to the point? We always
We
go here
usually
and there.
wait for our audiences to come
Yeah.
and get connected and then
See,
start talking.
there is some
about
problem.
topic.
Nikhil is already worried.
Nikhil bro, what's up?
I hope me traveling in an auto is not a problem.
Not at all, Rahul. We love it.
You are the. ये
You're a
क्या होता है
star.
यार? वो जो वो fashion show में
You want to see Indore?
Showstopper.
नहीं,
This
but
is
every
Indore.
day
See
I
how
am-
clean it is.
Every day we are talking to you, Rahul. Every day you are walking, and today you are on an auto. So you are always on the move.
Always on the move.
You are.
But you know
Yeah.
where is he going? Do you know that?
Chopal, I know.
He is traveling to Hotel Surya.
See how clean this city is. I think this
It is
city
all
was
clean.
awarded as the cleanest in the country. Indore.
So he's traveling to. He's going to Hotel Surya. 7 o'clock. He's doing a Chopal.
Yeah.
Indore Chopal.
See, I'm my.
All the
My
Sports Today family
auto
members
guy.
are going to be there live with him. So,
भैया क्रिकेट देखते हो आप? हैं? क्रिकेट देखते हो? मैच देखा आज? हैं? वाह! क्या कल जीतेगा इंडिया? 75 है सिर्फ. चलो जी, देख लीजिए. See the kind of confidence people have in this city.
I want to-
75 runs, they'll be able to defend.
We could not hear the answer, but I am assuming the
He said
auto
yes.
driver bhaiya said India is going to win. I think that's what he said.
Yes, yes. That's what he said. He said yes, definitely we will. भैया उनको यकीन नहीं आ रहा कि आपने क्या कहा. बताइए उनको इंडिया जीतेगा कल.
अंधेरा है अब तो.
सुनाई देगा.
अब वो बोल रहे हैं कि हो सकता है जीत जाए.
अच्छा उनको पूछो. Does he watch Sports Tak? Is he going to be part of the Chopal that you're going to do at 7?
अभी स्पोर्ट्स तक पे है ना. हाँ देखा, बता दिया उन्होंने.
क्या?
स्पोर्ट्स तक पे he's going to be there.
No, does he know about Sports Tak? उनके मुंह से.
अरे who does not know
अरे यार,
about
पूछ के बताओ ना यार.
sports तक.
कातिल भी तू, मुंसिफ भी तू.
Yeah, the only good thing that I've noticed in the city is that I believe the helmets are not allowed outside the ground.
I can see.
Helmets are allowed, but nobody wears. It's quite similar to, I think, Pune also, where people don't wear helmets. Yeah, it's not like Delhi where it's compulsory and people don't. And so this gentleman on the scooty is trying to peek in.
Even the cop.
You know what? We shifted to Chandigarh in 1980, and Chandigarh, beautiful city, smallish as compared to what it is now. Even then, in 1980, helmets were compulsory.
Even the cops refrained from wearing helmets, I believe.
There's no helmet babas over here, quite clearly.
No helmet, Baba. That's not great, by the way.
It's not at all.
Absolutely.
Basic common, safety sense means you wear a helmet.
That's the
Only 3 people in one bike.
Bhai sahab.
Do you know that I ride with a group?
This gentleman will be
Who
fine.
comes without a helmet?
He's wearing a helmet.
Ride with us.
No, wo to you can't.
No, but there are people, there are
Acha.
studs, on Harley and all, they'll come with their thing. We just don't allow without a safety
Hello.
jacket or a safety.
But I think the look is incomplete without a helmet on a Harley.
It's not even about the look.
not
It's
about
like
look, it's
one
basic
mistake.
safety.
That's it. That's the end.
God.
Don't
The end.
protect your head is
And-
valuable.
And helmets can save lives. Trust me.
That's what.
Yeah, but you can't. I mean, you can't risk. So anyway, coming back to the match, thank you for showing us Indore, Rahul. But instead of asking the auto driver, you tell us what is in store for India. Can a miracle really happen? Either ways, you're booked. I think for tomorrow to come back to Delhi because
No.
that will happen. But what is the most
Tomorrow-
likely result?
I think this will be the shortest test match of this series.
So
In
the
terms
first
of,
one finished at 2:15
time.
in the afternoon on day 3. Then 1:45 in the afternoon on
This one will
day
finish by 12 or
3.
11.
This. So, Ahmedabad Monday.
Now they'll give an even more spinning track. Akshar
Do
Patel.
you think so?
Who knows?
I have my doubts.
Let's see.
4 innings in one day.
See, if you lose the test match tomorrow, which
Seems very
most likely you will be caught. You will not know what kind of wicket to play on in the 4th test match.
Certainly won't be.
You
a great-
play on a turning track, you may lose the test match like you will now. You play on a good wicket, might be risky because again they might also score runs. And I don't think the greenish pitch is an
No,
option
you
now.
will still get a turning track. If India lose this 4th test match, Ahmedabad, you might see a similar track that you saw that England versus.
Arre wah. Arre wah.
Arre wow.
What?
Look
was
at
that?
the lights.
Oh, no.
See,
So my auto wala bhaiya is saying light अच्छे से नहीं आ रही है अब आएगी फेस पे
I hope he is not watching
while driving.
while
Can
driving.
we hire him as a
I mean,
producer?
watching live on his phone.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Oi, 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 oi.
English
Yeah, why, yaar?
Beautiful.
So tell us what we were saying about the match. What's going to be the most likely scenario?
I think you lost the match. It's just a formality tomorrow. Maybe somebody can take some confidence, at least the spinners, getting a few couple of wickets, getting rid of their openers, Usman Khwaja early, Steve Smith early. That could be the only consolation that you can say that, Steve Smith is now coming into this 4th test match in Ahmedabad with not too many good scores in the series so far. So that's the only consolation that you can take in case. And that too, if he gets to bat.
The result, if India lose, I mean, if India win, we'll be very happy. In case India lose, and the probability is high, I think it could actually turn out to be a blessing in disguise for the larger interest of Indian cricket. So long as you keep
Live.
winning with these pitches, you would never want to introspect. Now you may be forced to. Is this the right approach? I mean, I would want somebody like Virat Kohli to go up to the coach and the captain and ask them, is this the way we're going to play test matches in India? I mean, if you continue to play like this,
In turn, hey, why aren't you
Thank you.
prepared to play on such pitches? What if they question them back?
No, but again, who will question them? Why you're not prepared? The coach?
No, whoever is preparing the pitches can ask them also.
Let's say the coach and the captain are preparing such pitches. And hypothetically, if somebody like Virat or Pujara or whosoever goes up to them and say, "Yaar, ye kya pitches pe khel rahe hain? Hum kab tak khelte rahenge?" So you are saying then those guys should turn back and ask Virat and others कि आप लोग तैयार क्यों नहीं थे?
Exactly, why not?
So Virat can. I don't know Virat.
Also asking that
मुझे नहीं पता Virat will do that or not. But I would ask. I would want to ask the coach and the captain and the others. Why did you not ask these batsmen to go and play a Ranji Trophy game when they could have? What kind of preparation are we
They were
talking
also
about?
banned.
You lost. You won the Delhi Test match on day 3, which was I think 19th.
Yes.
19th of February. ठीक है? 19th, everybody went home
Yes.
for a 6-day break. Nobody would have practiced.
Nobody practiced. Yeah.
Australia remained here till 25th. They had about 3-4 sessions. So India reassembled in Indore on the 25th.
Yeah.
The first practice session was on the 26th, 27th, 28th. Nobody turned up. So 28th, only those guys turned up who came late because of the wedding and had just one session on the 27th. So each one of them had probably 2 sessions each, other than Shubman, who had 3. ठीक है? Is that the preparation? What kind of work ethics are you talking about? Me and Nikhil, we were in Australia for the World Cup. We've seen this before. It's deja vu. You were not prepared. You let the players decide आज नहीं करनी practice. While you are a player yourself, you would have those work ethics. You would play on seaming tracks. You would do anything. You would never ask a question. Now that you're a coach, you want these wickets. You do not want the players to play in Ranji Trophy, or the players do not want to play and you can't tell them to. क्या है यार ये?
Defensive mindset also, na? Like as Nikhil has pointed out, what on earth would force an Indian cricket team? This is an Indian cricket team we are talking about. To think, oh, we needed the assurance that we needed to win 3-0 or 4-0, so that Sri Lanka, a Sri Lankan team who don't have legends, they are going to achieve a 2-0 in New Zealand. Why do we need that bogey to play?
Vikram Rathod said yesterday, देखो World Test Championship ना, the ICC will have to see. There's pressure. What kind of pressure यार? What will the ICC have to see? There's a test match. There are points to be won. You win the points, whether you play overseas or you play in India. Did the ICC tell you गड्ढे बना लो?
No.
फिर?
In fact, there is a call that the ICC should intervene and do this neutral kind of a thing.
I want to ask from Rahul, who came today for the presser from the Indian camp, and what did he have to say about the situation of the match?
Baglu Bhaiya,
Achha.
Umesh Yadav.
And what was his opinion on where India are at the moment and why? See, the only question everyone is asking, and I understand that the pitch is not great, and we've discussed this earlier. Okay, agreed, the pitch is not great. We are going parallel to the 2004 Test match where India also conceded a 100-run lead. That was also a turning track. But what happened in that game? The big guns stepped up in tough conditions. You had a VVS Lakshman get you a 69. He stepped up, put hand up. You had a Sachin Tendulkar get you a 55. That is when India, it was possible for India to give Australia a tough target to chase and then got them out for 100. Today you've got 75, you've given yourself no chance. Had this been 120, 125, maybe you're in with a chance. My point is today, okay, Cheteshwar Pujara put his hand up. To all the legends of Indian cricket, and I'm going to look at Rohit Sharma, I'm going to look at a Virat Kohli, I'm going to look at a Shreyas Iyer, who we've been saying is a all-format, best player right now. Did not any one of them, and shouldn't the question be asked that you are legends because you're supposed to bail India out in tough situations? None of them stepped up. So what is the Indian management saying about batsmen not being able to score? Is it down to as simple as, listen, the pitch is such, so you'll be out anyway, nothing much we can do?
And you would remember if during the match there was when Ashwin and Pujara were batting, Rohit Sharma said something to Ishan Kishan. in the dressing room
Yes.
or in the dugout, and it seemed that it suggested as if that what he was saying was that he was asking Ishan to send a message across to Pujara that don't get too defensive, you won't get runs, go after the bowling, target the wide long on area. By the way, if that message had to be sent, that message you were sending it to Cheteshwar Pujara, who by then had already played around 140, 150 balls. And secondly, Umesh came for the presser. I asked him, were you also told something of this sort that, go after the bowling, otherwise you won't get runs. So, of course, he would defend his captain, and rightly so. He said, no, I was not given any message or instructions as to how I need to bat, because he also played a very irresponsible shot with Akshar Patel at the other end. Same is the case with Mohammad Siraj also. Perennially we struggle to get these opposition tail out. And now you have somebody like Akshar Patel who's batting at number 9. The likes of Umesh Yadav or the likes of Mohammad Siraj, they would have, the least that they could have done here was to stay at the crease, not go for those wild swings.
No, but
Even the
I-
batsmen like Shubman Gill struggled.
I am saying I'm still not blaming a Mohammad Siraj or a Umesh Yadav to have played like that, because I know that they are proper tail enders. They don't have it in them to have
No,
batted in these tough conditions.
but I agree. I agree. Let's not blame Umesh Yadav or Mohammad Siraj. But the question is, was something told to these players?
That's a good point actually, because we did see that you're right that there was a time where Rohit Sharma sent that message out by Ishan Kishan. In fact, that message went out twice.
And then Pujara hit a 6 one.
Yeah, and Pujara hit a 6 after that. My point
And
is
then
that
over later he was out.
he was out, exactly. He was out, though the only difference is that I don't think he got out trying to follow the instruction that was sent. He got out to a brilliant catch by Steve Smith, and you could see the relief on Steve Smith the way he celebrated clearly, because if there's been one man who's been their bane of sort for the longest time, it has been Cheteshwar Pujara. I don't think they would have been happier to see anybody else's back, whether it's in Australia, 2 back-to-back series, whether it's in India. Is that one guy who's been between Australia and a good performance, and this time also he could have taken that game away. My other point is, and maybe all of us can look at it, Akshar Patel has been your best batsman in this series. I'm even putting him ahead of a Rohit Sharma now consistently, because the only one who's looked good in this condition.
Average is 91.
90. You know what?
But Lekin,
And both
in
the
the first
innings he was
he
not
remained
out.
not out. In the second innings, he remained not out.
Exactly.
So Akshar Patel, now if the dressing room is so intelligent as to see the match situation, Akshar Patel batted at number 8 in the first innings,
Yes.
number 9 in the second innings.
We had counted here that the easiest position right now, minimum position that he needs to bat on, he has to bat ahead of an Ashwin, not taking anything away from Ashwin.
And Bharat, yaar.
And KS Bharat.
Yes.
So those are 2 spots, so that takes
Exactly.
7. We in fact thought that, okay, you started the series with a Jadeja at 6, which is fine, because he's been a better bat. But now that you've seen 3 or 4 innings where Akshar has looked by far the best batsman, I mean, you change according to situation, right? I think Akshar should have batted even ahead of a Jadeja right now, simply because of the way he looked, because you have given...
No, Akshar had to bat at number 7 in both the innings, yeah.
I'm saying 6, because I'm saying...
No,
if
chalo,
he
Shreyas
gets-
Iyer, Jadeja, I can still...
No, you can... I'm saying how you improvise. Like, you look at 4 innings. I'm not saying from the start of the series. You've seen 4 innings. By the way, he got out in Nagpur, as we discussed.
Yes.
He would have remained not out there. He got out because there was a Siraj at the other end. He said, no, let me just try and hit, maybe because he's not going to last long. I'm saying with looking at that, you take him there. He batted at 6. You are getting 100% 50 more runs. He's getting you 30 runs, 50 more runs, 125. You have a situation like Mumbai, and you have a fighting chance where you can probably still win. With
But Nikhil, why is it that you always have to fall back on your lower middle order? What about the top order? We are discussing Akshar Patel, the faults of our tail-enders in Umesh Yadav and Mohammad Siraj. What about your top order? It's high time. Rahul Dravid and the senior players, they need to sit and discuss what is happening. Rahul Dravid should tell it right in the face to these players that we need runs from you, and the players should also tell them that we can't get runs on wickets like these. I think they need to arrive at somewhere in the middle. They have to come to a conclusion or a solution as to what is happening. Because, at the end of the day, tomorrow, Pujara might get dropped from the Indian team. And we usually, at so many times we've seen, when we are talking about a player, we get his stats out. Virat Kohli was averaging somewhere around 54, 53. Today, he is not even 49, close to 49. What is that? By the time, if you keep playing on these ranked turners, what will happen? He will finish with an average of 45.
So why don't the players then have that word? Why is that decision not taken?
Right.
Why did they not prepare accordingly?
After each match, do they not brainstorm?
They
after
brainstorm every session, every break. The brainstorm. The point is that India won the first 2 test matches. Let's be fair to them. It's just that Australia
And they were
stepped up.
overconfident?
Australia stepped up.
Okay.
They've stepped up, and it's an opportunity for them to win tomorrow. 75 runs can be tricky, but again, if you had about 130, 140, that would have been maybe good enough chance. 75, like Rahul said, you get a couple of wickets or 3 or 4, yet you know that the result is going to go in the favor of Australia. The point is your preparation. I remember in 1998 when Australia were to come to India and Shane Warne came to India for the first time. And there was this anticipation. It was Tendulkar versus Warne. So how did Tendulkar prepare for the series? The great Sachin Tendulkar in 1998.
Played for Mumbai.
He played in the side game for Mumbai against Australia. He scored a double century. In, I think, Rana ball. At Rana ball.
204.
So Mumbai beat Australia, and Australia at that time were the world champions. So Mumbai beat them, dented their confidence. Then before the first test match, Sachin went to Madras. He asked Lakshman Shivaram Krishnan, who's now a commentator and was a right-arm leg spinner, to help him with the preparations. So 2-3 days without anybody knowing, Sachin Tendulkar created a rough outside his leg stump because he knew Shane Warne is going to bowl in the rough. And this is Sachin Tendulkar anticipating what Shane Warne must be thinking while sitting in Australia. He'll bowl in the rough. So they created, they scruffed up the surface, and for 3 or 4 days, Sachin Tendulkar practiced against Lakshman Shivaram Krishnan. So when the test match came, he was ready. When Warne started bowling in that rough, Sachin knew what to do.
He swept him over mid-wicket,
So
over him and all that.
he could trust his plan. The problem now is that maybe it's not just the pitches alone, it is also your lack of runs over a longer period of time that you don't have the confidence. And when you don't have the confidence, you do not know what game to trust. Like Pujara trusted his defense and he found ways of getting runs. Now you look at Virat or you look at Rohit after that century, or Shubman Gill or others. Somehow I have a feeling that they are not trusting their A game. So Virat today was very ruffled. The shot that he played and he started looking down. The ball hit his knee rule, by the way.
It still stayed low, but I agree it wasn't that low. I mean, from where it
Knee rule.
It was a bad shot also on
It
this
was a
part.
poor shot selection.
So
He
maybe
didn't
at
need
times you premeditate. Aisa hoga. It doesn't come off. My point is, it is not as if Virat is not capable enough or Rohit is not capable enough. They made a mistake which they can't correct now. Before the series, they should have played at least one Ranji Trophy game each. Not just in terms of preparation, but because Virat was not getting runs. He's not been getting runs for the last few years. Should have gone, played the last Ranji Trophy game for Delhi. Maybe if he had to give up that one-day game, he should have.
No problem.
And when you play with that red ball in a 4-day game, where they're not prying eyes, you go back to your roots, you spend time in the dressing room while fielding, while batting. Maybe if he'd gotten a century. Now, if Virat had scored a century in a Ranji Trophy game, it would have been his first century
First class at best.
First one.
in
4 years.
In red ball cricket for
2019.
19.
Since 2019.
that was technically the pink ball.
Yeah, the pink ball test. Yeah.
So a
4 years,
century.
that was,
19, 20, 21, 22.
3.5.
I think West Indies he got a century if I'm not mistaken in the test
In
matches.
the ODIs. August.
So test matches 4 साल हो गए होंगे.
हाँ, that pink ball is the last.
Pink ball, मैं red ball कह रहा हूँ.
Acha. I mean, we will count that as a red ball.
So my point is कि
Yeah.
if you get runs, see why is Australia getting better match by match? They came here. No, we don't need any side game. We will practice on our own. We'll simulate conditions,
Didn't work for them at all.
and they started losing. But with time, they've been getting better, which is but natural.
Yes.
The more you play, the better you get in these conditions.
And it's important to rectify your mistakes. Your
Maybe India will learn
actions
now.
that
If they
went
lose,
wrong.
there will be questions asked if there are any. The problem in Indian cricket is that you shoot the messenger. In Indian cricket, you start shooting the messenger, and that will happen through the troll army, which will be thrown at you like a pack of wolves. If you start naming a player, then that fan club will come. They'll just rip you apart.
Acha.
Shooting the messenger is the easiest, but at times people who've not played much cricket can give you better ideas.
Exactly.
Acha, finally, because he has a
Shivraj Singh is asking if you have a Chopal at 7
yeah, that's
at
what I'm
Surya
saying.
Hotel.
Rahul, final words before we let you go. क्या कहना चाहेंगे आप दर्शकों से? फिर आप जा सकते हैं चौपाल की.
चौपाल के लिए कोरम इकट्ठा नहीं हुआ है अभी.
तो आप होटल के बाहर जाओगे ना यार.
आउटसाइड दी होटल.
But you should go outside.
तो मैं
People
होटल-
are waiting for you यार.
तो मैं बाहर ही खड़ा था, अभी आया हूँ.
It's 7 o'clock now. आप स्टार्ट कीजिए.
तो अभी मैं कोरम, हाँ मैं वही करने जा रहा हूँ.
अच्छा है तो
I'll just start.
final word from you. Just watching the game. There's one thing. Did you notice now? I'm seeing a lot of people talk about it. This Alex Carey's smart ploy. Every time he wants to check the edge, he will appeal for a stump
Stumping.
and get the edge checked, and he's done
Yes.
it from first innings.
But that's a bad rule.
Yeah, but no, but
It's a-
rule
it's
for
a-
now, at least third umpire for, I agree with the rule change
But-
happen later. For now, third umpire should stop refereeing everything there. Na?
But they have to.
No, he should
They're bound.
take, no, but if he
But
decides not to stumping.
that's the rule. You'll have to change the rule then.
No, I'm saying rule change तो will happen later.
नहीं वो
For
कह रहे हैं कि
now-
why should you even refer the
Yeah,
stumping?
the third umpire should say no, he's safely inside. For everything, why is he going to the third umpire? And by the way,
But
he
if
gets
the
one wrong,
umpire
so be
is
it. He should say
if
you're
the
being
umpire is
excessive, so you got one.
confident and intelligent enough, if he's confident about the decision that the
Mr. Shekhar का
increase, he shouldn't. That's something that the on-field umpires need to look at.
Okay, final question. I'll get Rahul, you answer this. Mr. Shekhar has sent a super chat from US. He's asking,
From the US.
he's saying, why does such a huge organization like AajTak and Sports Today send undercover agent Rahul Rawat alone on such covert missions? Because you go like an agent, like a covert, walking into
With your bag.
alleyways. Please send
Your selfie
reinforcements to Ahmedabad. Like, not one agent, send
Multiple
2-3.
agents.
Next time we'll send multiple agents.
Acha, your time is going to be up. Okay, bye. Get ready. Have a shower for by the time your Chopal crowd would reach or not reach. I don't know.
Doubt if I have time to take a shower.
हाँ.
I think I'll finish all
No, but
things and
if the
all
cold
these
is
things.
over, then
Then
you'll have enough time to.
नहीं यार, you don't have time for shower. Go and there are people who've been messaging.
अरे
They're waiting outside यार for the Chopal. 7 o'clock सूर्य. हर चीज में बोलूं उसको उल्टा कर दो. ये थोड़ी होता है यार.
How many people are expected to be there?
At least 500.
Wow.
500 people.
At least.
Bye. See you. So he hasn't got a chance to go. You were getting him to do Chopal.
No, he's going tonight.
The temple.
Tonight.
Tonight as in tomorrow morning.
Mahakaleshwar also.
2 o'clock in the morning he'll attend the Bhasma Aarti, no?
Oh yes.
That's at 4 o'clock. What time?
4:35 that time.
But then
That's
poor
also
guy will have to
Krishna
go to the ground. But then the game will finish early, na? So.
See, if he leaves there by 7-8 o'clock, he'll reach by 9 o'clock. Aram se to the ground. 50 minutes away, na, in Ujjain. So
So
He knows everything.
Acha, answer
One of his many hometowns.
question.
Many hometowns.
Harshad Binsale is asking, why does the BCCI and Indian management don't think like England? They have totally different team in red ball and white ball and their approach as well.
See, their approach is very similar in both formats now. But he's right. The teams are markedly different, and their way of approaching the game, I think, is something we can take a few.
Because in England's case, it is their management and the board that runs the game. In India, unfortunately, it is always the prima donnas who run the game. So when they decided in 2016 or 17 or whenever that we'll have different teams. So they told on Morgan, you lead the T20 and one day side,
15.
but sorry, you can't play test matches. There is a situation now in your country when you've lost 2 T20 World Cups, yet those players want to play the next World Cup T20 as well. Can you imagine a scenario now if the and people have gotten rid of Chetan Sharma? Unfortunately, he's no longer the chairman. I think he had a policy. Now the policy is going to change.
yes.
You see, many players will come back in the T20s after the IPL. So when the players start deciding amongst themselves, मुझे ये भी खेलना है, ये भी खेलना है, ये भी खेलना है और इस तरह खेलना है, that's the problem.
Acha, final word now, just answering a question. India is only defending 76. Can a repeat of 2000, it's actually going to be even bigger than
Bigger
the
than
2004 Mumbai, where they got 100, but here's 76. Any miracle, any optimist?
The team that deserves the most will win, and that team is not India in this test match.
नहीं ऐसे नहीं बोलना.
As I had mentioned,
Well, let Aditi say first.
I really want India to win still.
Can they?
Will they?
They may. No, not this obviously.
Will they?
No, not the third test. But
That's what I'm saying. So tomorrow,
with a
I am
heavy heart.
saying, no, I want India to win, yeah. But the fact is, that is what I said. Tomorrow, the team that has played better cricket in the last 2 days will win the test match, and unfortunately, the name of that team is not India. Australia have been the better side.
True.
too low total. So Australia are going through unless there is a 2011 Cape Town cataclysm.
ओ यार ये निकाल के ले आएगा. डेट बताओ. अब ये डेट भी बता देगा.
Huh?
This, so we've discussed 2004.
11th November 2011.
Then.
मैं वही तो कह रहा हूँ.
आपको there was a
स्कोर शीट भी आ जाएगी.
No, the photo went viral na on 11th November 2011 at 11:11 p.m. South Africa needed 111 runs to win.
oh my god.
Yeah, and remember Gary Kirsten.
Who won?
South Africa.
They chased down one.
They chased down 236. They needed at that particular time.
So how is it
How
related?
is it the same game?
I'm saying 12 years back. 12 years back, okay, Australia made 250. South Africa all out for 96. Australia all out for 47.
My god.
21 for 9 they were.
So, but eventually,
The better team won.
That's
Lost.
the miracle we are.
Australia lost that. South Africa
you
chased down
need
226.
2004 Mumbai repeat
Too
on
low.
steroids, which is instead of 100, you get them out for 70.
Too low.
That's the only way. But it
low.
ain't happening.
That's
Let's be honest. Shane, you got any other insight?
No. I for one, I don't have his kind of memory for stats. But no, nothing of that sort is happening. Even if Australia struggle, they'll huff puff and eventually blow the house.
No, because
They
why,
won't struggle.
why I remember that game so well is because I was the only one doing ball commentary the entire day there. So that is why typing those 23 wickets was.
See, when you're defending 75, pressure will be on India as much as it'll be on Australia. So Australia would want to start off well, 4 runs, 8 runs, 12, 14, 16, 22, and then the countdown. India would need to attack because they would need wickets.
Correct.
So at times, the bowler may overtry. In trying to buy wickets, or you may concede a few runs. The problem for Rohit Sharma then will be, does he attack? Does he attack because he would want 10 wickets, or does he defend because he's got just 75 runs?
I
You
think
can't
it's
do
become
both.
Easy now, just attack. Had it been 125, maybe he would have been confused.
But
Now
here there's no other option.
No option.
So, but then it's easier scoring opportunities for the Australians.
Sure.
It is.
है ना?
No, and remember the last time Australia tried to chase down even 35, they lost half their side. 35 for 5.
When was
Brisbane.
On what sort of a
When
pitch?
was this?
Yeah, come on.
Brisbane, which was much worse
That
than
2
this.
day, 1
But
day.
then that was a horrible pitch. Worse than these.
Yeah, this was worse than this. So, low totals in Australia, they don't gel well. Unfortunately, in Test cricket.
I have a feeling that Australia will win the Test match
Yeah,
by
7 wickets.
8 wickets.
7 wickets. For me.
8 wickets. No.
7 wickets for me.
Last 30-35 रन तो फिर आ जाते हैं.
True.
Yeah. But I said 2011 Cape Town,
Chalo.
21 for 9.
See you.
See you
Bye tomorrow. Let's
Yep.
see what happens. We'll be here live on Sports Day. See you then.
Yes.
For the moment. Vanakkam.
Vanakkam.
Meet Sony, maybe yes.
What is he saying?
He's saying Ishan Kishan and Surya the next Test match.
We've
Not
Maybe
in place
you're
of
right.
Virat and Bharat.
Huh?
Not in
No,
place
no.
of Virat and Bharat. Bharat, yes, but
No, he's saying Bharat and Shreyas.
No,
No, not Virat. Not
not
Virat.
Virat. No.
Not Virat.
Bye.
Bye, Vanakkam.